everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my best of beauty for 2017. So basically I'm just going to be sharing with you all the products from this year that I have loved. Maybe I've repurchased some of them, and I just feel like they are now a holy grail product for me. Some of them are a little newer to me, some of them I've been using all year long, but either way, these are just the products that I would say you need to try. I have loved them all year long. I hope you all had a wonderful and safe Christmas and New Year's Eve. I had a wonderful couple of holidays. My husband and I visited some family. Every year we go to several different family members' houses and exchange gifts, and then Christmas Day we just spent time here at home together, which was really nice. So I did get a computer this year for Christmas. I got it a couple weeks early, but my husband surprised me with a brand new Mac desktop. So I am so excited. Now I have a computer here at home, and it's just such a great way, I feel like, to start this year, is to be able to just sit down and edit my videos here in the comfort of my own home. 2017 was awesome. We had so many great experiences, like getting to travel and stuff like that, but there definitely were some negatives in 2017, like not having a computer pretty much all year, and Eric got laid off at one point, and trying to find the right job for him, and me switching jobs, and it's just been good and bad, but I'm definitely ready for 2018. I hope that this year just goes so much more smoothly than 2016 and 2017. So I'm gonna stop rambling and go ahead and get into this video. So if you'd like to see what my favorites were for 2017, then just keep on watching. So my first favorite of 2017 is a foundation, and I only am sharing one foundation because this has honestly been the best foundation for me all year long. I am in love with this product. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. So I really have two main reasons why I love this foundation, and the first reason is because it can be applied two ways. So I think they actually recommend that you apply it with your fingers because it is a CC cream, and most CC creams are applied with the fingers or the hands, and this one can be applied with the fingers. Whenever I'm in a hurry and I'm like trying to speed things up a little bit, I will apply it with my fingers, and it still applies with medium coverage. So it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything less, really. It doesn't look like I'm wearing like a tinted moisturizer. It still looks like a foundation. But I can also apply it with a beauty sponge or a brush. If I ever am just wanting to do more full coverage, I will mix it with another foundation, or even just by itself. You can spend a little bit more time blending it in with a sponge, and it looks just as good, and it's a little bit more buildable that way. The second reason is that it's just a really good product. Like most of your foundations at the drugstore aren't that great for the skin. They'll probably clog your pores, don't have any benefits to them, but this foundation has multiple benefits, which is why I love it. It has SPF 50, it has a anti-aging hydrating serum in it, and it's got decent coverage. So really, that's all you need in a foundation. It's like, I don't feel like I'm putting something bad on my skin anymore. I feel like I'm actually kind of treating it at the same time of giving me coverage. And because it does have the SPF 50, I wouldn't be putting this like on a bride or anything like that, or maybe even someone who's getting photography done, because it can give you a flashback. But honestly, I wear this every day, and I haven't really noticed a big issue in my photos that I take or here on camera for you guys. I mean, I'm not seeing anything crazy happening here in front of my light. So it actually is such a beautiful foundation. If you are looking for something that is not too matte, not too dewy, then you should really try this foundation out because it is awesome. So as you can see, these are pretty small. These are the travel size bottle. I get them in the checkout line at Ulta, and they run me about $15, and this lasts me typically 3 to 4 months is how long I can make it last. So you're probably wondering, why haven't you just bought the whole bottle? And it's just because, I don't know, I just like have this weird thing with committing to things that are really expensive. Don't ask me why, but the full size bottle is $38, which is definitely the more expensive foundation that I've ever used. The most I've ever spent on a foundation is like $34, I want to say. So yeah, it's a little expensive. Honestly, I should just commit because it would probably last me like a year. But honestly, I have been buying light and medium and mixing them. So that's kind of the reason I've been just buying these little sizes, because I'm not going to buy two of the full size bottle in different colors because that would be outrageous. So I actually like that I can get these smaller ones in 2 different colors based on how my skin's changing throughout the months. Moving on to concealers of the year, I have two that I wanted to mention. The first one is probably no surprise. I feel like every single big beauty YouTuber is mentioning this in their favorites because it's that good. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am in the shade Light Sand. Honestly, this is a little bright for me. It's on the brighter side, but I don't use it to conceal too much. I actually use it mostly just to brighten and highlight the skin. Tarte knocked it out of the park with this concealer. It's so good. It has so much coverage to it. It can cover just about anything, but it's also a great wear. Like, it's not too drying, not too creamy. I will say that I don't like to use this one right up underneath my eyes because I do have those natural lines under there. This creases on me pretty quickly if I put it too far underneath. So what I have been doing is going in with my second favorite concealer, and this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is like the cheapest concealer on the market, no joke. I want to say it's like $3, and I got mine online. I know that there are some Ultas that are carrying it in store now, but I am in the shade Creamy Beige in this one, and this one is obviously a ton darker than that guy. I like to get this one in a little bit more of an orangey base, and that's what's going to really cover up those dark circles underneath the eyes. So I'll take this one and put it right up underneath the eye to cover those dark circles, and then I'll take this one and just do a couple sweeps right here and blend that out so it's highlighting down here rather than concealing up here. So really, I like them together. They work well, they set well together, but this one is seriously so amazing. If you need a good full coverage concealer, I would highly recommend trying this Tarte one. And that one goes for $25, which isn't too bad, and this big tube will last you a long time. So that's pretty much it for face products for this year that I absolutely love, but I did want to mention my favorite application tool for this year, and that is the Real Technique sponge. This little baby is amazing. At first I was a little bit skeptical because I was used to the Beauty Blender, which is a little bit more dense, and at first I thought I really liked that, but once I tried this and played around with it a few times, I haven't gone back. Like, I have so many of these. I'm obsessed with this sponge, to say the least. So this is a lot more, what's the word? Less dense, I guess you could say. It's definitely much more spongy. I don't know what it is about this, but it just applies my foundation and my concealers so beautifully. It doesn't absorb too much product, it doesn't leave too much product on the skin, and it just is awesome. And I love the shape of this. This little corner fits perfectly underneath the eyes, and then you have this flatter side that works really well for like baking under your contour and blending down onto your neck when you need a little bit more coverage. And not to mention that this is like a third of the price of the Beauty Blender, but you guys know I get some of my sponges at like TJ Maxx that are similar to the Beauty Blender, which I was only spending like $5 on those anyways, but this one runs for, I want to say like $7.99 at Walmart, and then you can get like a pack of 2 for $12, which is a great deal. So if you're someone who has been wanting to try a beauty sponge because you've heard everybody raving about them, I would definitely try the Real Technique sponge before you go grab the Beauty Blender at Sephora and spend a ton of money, because this sponge is awesome. I use it on my makeup clients, and he's definitely a staple for me. I have 2 palettes that I wanted to mention. The first one is an eyeshadow palette, and then the other one is a face palette. Both of these palettes are by Jaclyn Hill and another company. The first one is a Jaclyn Hill and Morphe eyeshadow palette. I feel like this is a product that a lot of beauty YouTubers have also mentioned because she did such a good job on this palette. So this is what the palette looks like. Sorry, mine is filthy. I don't know how I even got that way. Story of my life. But here is the shades in the palette. This is the most stunning eyeshadow palette. It has every single color that I need. Honestly, it has your bright, fun colors. It's got your neutral, warm browns, a couple of cooler colors right there. This palette is just such great quality for the price. Morphe is actually a pretty inexpensive brand. Most of their palettes run, I want to say like the $24 range. This one was $38, but you're definitely paying for the quality. Most of Morphe's eyeshadows are all great quality, but I feel like because Jaclyn had input in this one, she made sure they were extra good quality. They are so bomb, and the pigmentation on every single shade in this palette is amazing. She did such a good job, and I feel like if there's anything that I would add to this, it would be one shade that maybe would go better with some of these cooler dark tones. Maybe like a taupey stone color of some sort, but honestly I have something like that in my collection I can reach for. So really she did a great job on the color selection in this. Luckily this palette was not a limited edition palette. You can still get your hands on this. They should have it on Morphe's website, and then I know you can get it in some Ulta stores now too. So check it out. Definitely get your hands on this if you can, because it is such a staple in my collection. The next palette is the Jaclyn and Becca Cosmetics face palette. I think it's actually called the Champagne Glow face palette. So a while back she created a highlighter with them called Champagne Pop, and it was a huge hit. It is seriously one of the most gorgeous highlighters out there in my opinion. So in here you get the Champagne Pop, and then she also created this Prosecco Pop, which is a little bit more golden, and then you have 3 blush shades. Now I don't know if she created these blush shades. I want to say that she created this Rose Spritz, but I'm not sure about the rest. But either way, they're stunning, and I use these blushes and highlighters again almost every single day, unless I'm doing a face look that just does not go with these warmer tones. But pretty much every day I reach for Champagne Pop because it is, again, the most beautiful highlighter. So finely milled and stunning. And typically what I'll do with the blushes is I will put this one all over and then top it with this one for a little bit of added glow. So let me swatch Champagne Pop for you, and then Prosecco Pop right next to it, so you guys can kind of get an idea. So right here is Prosecco, and then there's Champagne. You can see it's got a lot more pink in it, and they just are so stunning on the skin. The downside to this palette is I don't think you can get this exact palette anymore. This was a limited edition palette, unfortunately. I hate that I had to mention it because you guys can't really get your hands on it anymore. But Becca does sell tons of blushes individually. I believe you can get most of these. I, again, don't know exactly which ones were her creation and which ones they had already had, but I think you can get your hands on them, or ones similar at least. And then Champagne Pop is still available. They did come out with a single compact of Champagne Pop, so honestly that's the most important piece to this palette. So if you want to get your hands on that, then go to Sephora, because I believe that's where they carry that one. Okay, this next one is actually not something I have had very long at all. But when I first tried these, I was so stoked about them that I knew I had to include them in this video because they are such a staple to me as of right now. I have been using these like every day. I am so excited about them. They are bomb. These are the Elcie Cosmetics jewels that she just released. They're in a little pot like this. So she released 3 shades in the collection. They are Pearl, Garnet, or Garnet, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, and Topaz. And they were $65 for all 3 as a bundle. And I actually snagged them on a one-day sale she did. She did like 30% off, maybe even 40. So I snagged them for $45 with free shipping, which was not bad. I was so excited to see that. And she will be releasing them individually here at the beginning of the year, as far as I know. You can get them at elciecosmetics.com. Well guys, I'm not even going to talk about what just happened, but I'm going to be very careful with these because it broke and there's nothing I can do about it. So I will say it was probably my least favorite color in the palette, so that's slightly relieving, but that freaking sucked. So I can't really tip this one, but let me show you a close-up of these two. So here's Pearl, which is a very light kind of champagne tone, and then Topaz is a like true foiled gold shade. And then here was Garnet or Garnet, and this is a deep brown golden shade. Kind of a bronze. Let's go with bronze. How about that? So here are all 3 shades on the back of my hand. This middle one, Topaz, is definitely my favorite. It is so stunning all over the lid, but I also have been reaching for this one every day to put right in the inner corner. I have it on today. It's just the perfect bright pop right there in the inner corner. I love it. And the formula of these is awesome. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that that did that, but might have been my fault. I don't know. but the formula as you wear them is amazing. They have like no fallout, they're long wearing, they stay pigmented all day long, and they are just so creamy and buttery. As you can see there, they look buttery. I really love these. So that's why I wanted to share them with you guys, because they definitely have been a favorite since I got them right before Christmas, and I know that I'm going to continue loving them all year. You guys should see the mess that I have to clean up all over my filming station here after I'm done. It's wonderful. Okay, moving on, let's continue here. This is taking way longer than I wanted it to. I wanted to quickly mention one single blush that I have been reaching for every single day. This is not anything new. This has been around for a while, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. This is the Nars Orgasm blush, and it looks like this. It's like the most beautiful, just rosy pink, and then it has like a stunning, like kind of golden champagne shimmer to it. But it's not a heavy shimmer. I'm wearing it today. It just makes you look so like dewy and glowy, but in the best way. It's not too thick of glitter, it's finely milled, and it just gives you the perfect wash of pink all over the cheeks, and I love this so much. Two mascaras that I absolutely have loved this year, and the first one is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. I actually heard about this mascara from Kathleen Lights here on YouTube a while back, and it made her lashes look so good, so I had to go try it, and I have been in love ever since. I repurchased this over and over again all year long because it is just my new favorite. I absolutely love it. You guys know that I wear false lashes a time or two. I've worn them in videos, but I definitely have not been wearing them as much because of this mascara. It is so great for lengthening, and it separates really well, and whenever I wear this, which is almost every day, anybody who sees me is like, your lashes look bomb, and I'm like, I know. So here is what the wand looks like. It's very thin, it has tiny little sharp bristles on it, which typically just by looking at this I would not think that I would like that, but like I said, it separates so well and it lengthens like crazy. So you really want to start at the base with this guy, like really like push up and build those lashes, rather than just being like kind of messy with it. You really want to start at the base and work your way up, and it will just lengthen with each coat. This has definitely changed my lash game. Like I said, I just haven't been wearing false lashes because this makes my lashes look so great. I feel like I don't really need them unless I'm going out on the town or like a big event or something like that. The other mascara should be no surprise to you guys. I use this in every single video. This step of my routine never changes because I don't think it will ever change. When you find like that staple product for your specific need, why change it up, you know? So this is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. It's in a little box just like that. I don't know if it's focusing or not, but it just says Clinique right there. And this is in black. I don't know if they have other shades, but I always just get black in my mascaras. Let me open him up here. So this is definitely one of my biggest staples because it's for the bottom lashes specifically, and you all know that that is such a tough area to apply mascara. This wand is literally made perfectly for the lower lashes. So it's just a tiny cute little wand like that. It doesn't have super long bristles, and it just fits under in those lashes so perfectly. It is awesome. And the other thing I love about it is it's a long wearing formula. It's not quite waterproof, like I can get it off with my soap and water in the shower, but it definitely is long wearing. So before I found this mascara, I honestly hardly ever wore mascara under there because I would have to deal with like it smudging underneath my lash line all day long, and that was so annoying and not cute. So when I found this, I was so excited. I could finally complete my look and do my bottom lashes, which it really does look so much better when you wear a bottom lash mascara. It just looks incomplete without it. So now that I have this guy, I will probably never ever change it because it just works so well for me. You should definitely try it out if you feel like you have the same issue of having your mascara kind of run and smudge throughout the day. Okay, I have two lippy products that I wanted to mention. The first one, I am actually wearing it right now, but I do have like a topper on top. But this is the MAC Blankety Amplified Lipstick. I have mentioned it in a previous tutorial. I just love this shade. It is the perfect nude. And with people with my skin tone, it can be really tricky to find the perfect nude because you have to like be really careful with what tone of nude you use, or it can make you look washed out, like you don't have an end to your lips, if that makes sense. So I can't go too light. Too dark obviously is no longer a nude, it's more like a brown. So you really have to be careful with what tone you use. And when I found this one, I was so excited. It's the perfect amount of brown and it just looks so good. I love it. Not to mention, it's the perfect like creamy formula. It's not matte, it's not like too glidey. It's the perfect amount of glide, and I just think it's so beautiful, and I feel like it would look good on a lot of different skin tones as well. So had to mention that one. And then the other lipstick products, I mean, I could sit here and mention like tons of lipsticks that I love, but I wanted to narrow it down to just a few, and this next one, there's actually 3 of them. They're all from the same collection. These are the NYX Liquid Suede Lip Creams. They are technically a matte formula, but this formula does not dry completely, which I actually like. It's a lot more comfortable. It's not like horrible. Like I still feel like it wears for a long time, but I do always kind of have a little bit of movement in my lips, which I like. But if you like totally slick matte lips, then that's totally fine. You do you, boo. But I really like the comfortable formula that these have, and they have a really great color selection as well. I just have the 3 shades that I really love. The first one is Soft Spoken, which is kind of a mauve-y brownish shade, which was perfect for the fall time. And I will go ahead and swatch these for you guys. So the first shade, Soft Spoken, is definitely one of my favorites out of all the ones that I have, just because I can wear it a lot more. But the other 2 shades are really pretty as well. So here is just a true like blue undertoned red, and this one is called Kitten Heels. And the last color is this true like deep plum shade that is such a staple for fall in my opinion, and winter, and this is in the shade Club Hopper. So here is a swatch of all 3 on the back of my hand. So there's Soft Spoken, Kitten Heels, and then Club Hopper right there. I really like the formula on these. I think they did a great job, and they have quite a few other colors. They have like a nudish brown, they have like purple, gray, I mean they have tons of colors. So these are definitely my 3 favorites. So you guys should definitely check these out. I really love them. They are only like $6 at Ulta, and they are a great formula. Okay, we are down to the last product. Now I'm done with makeup. This last one is kind of a random, but I feel like it's appropriate just to throw one random in here, you know. So this is a perfume, and my husband actually got this for me for Christmas last year, and I wear it all the time. I get so many compliments on it. It is so wonderful. This is the like original Daisy Marc Jacobs perfume. I think it's like one of the first ones they created, and I just think it smells so good. Now I think there's a couple that are pretty similar, so you have to make sure you get the right one. I have tried the blue one. I think it's like Daisy Dream as well, and that one was really nice. But this one's definitely my favorite out of the ones they have released. It is just the perfect... It's a little strong, so if you don't like really strong, like... It's not too florally, but it's pretty florally. So if you don't like that, you may not like this one, but I don't know why you wouldn't like it. It smells so good. It wears well. I get so many compliments like, oh, what are you wearing? And I'm like, it's Daisy. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just the perfect amount of like floral and musk, and I just think it smells so good. It's probably my most used perfume for 2017. As you can see, it's pretty low, but I've managed to make this last a year, which is pretty good. But I haven't worn it every single day. I do have a couple other ones that I like, but this is definitely my top perfume for the year. Okay, so that concludes my favorites for 2017. If you guys have any video ideas for me for the year of 2018, I would love for you to share them with me. Any specific like tutorials or how-tos, skin related videos, I would definitely love if you guys would comment below and let me know what you'd like to see. I have a few ideas in mind of videos that I'd like to do. One of them being I would love to do a husband does my makeup challenge. I have been asking him to sit down and do that video with me for a couple months now, and he's being a little bit stubborn about coming on camera, but I think I'm almost there on convincing him to film it soon, because I think it would be a great way to like introduce my husband and just have a fun video out of it. So I loved watching all the YouTubers that I watched do theirs. They were really, really funny. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!